Good morning. 250 years ago, on or about, just across the way in Independence Hall, British citizens living in America were in the process of resolving to declare independence, to create a new country with new rules and new freedoms. They wished to govern themselves and to create a new nation, the likes of which had never been seen before, based in the democratic rule of the people by the people. Today, as part of the National Summit on Civil Education, we celebrate their decision to do so, which decision led to the creation of the United States of America. In the beginning, there were only 13 states, and today we honor those states, 13 people from Albania, Bangladesh, Dominican Republic, El Salvador, India, Jamaica, Liberia, Morocco, and Pakistan are here to become naturalized American citizens. We are very lucky as well in that today we have the Shipley Singers who are going to open the ceremonies. That was beautiful, thank you. I am Wendy Beadlestone. I'm the Chief Judge of the United States District Court of the Eastern District of Pennsylvania. It is my great honor to preside over this ceremony today. 40 years ago, I arrived in the United States with a trunk of clothes, very little money, and a desire to seize any opportunities that my country presented to me. Although I was a United States citizen, I was born and raised in Nigeria and had lived for several years in the United Kingdom, so for all intents and purposes, I was, in fact, an immigrant. Some of you may have followed a similar path to America, knowing that you wanted to be part of a country that offers such a wealth of opportunity and in which you can determine what you want to make of your life. It is possible, indeed it is the promised dream of this country, that if you put your mind to it, you can be successful. And with diligence and work, you can do extremely well. As you make your way through your new life as an American citizen, you will need to know what you want. You all have dreams. You will need to have those dreams clearly in your mind in the years ahead, and you will have to be persistent about making sure that those dreams become a reality. You will have to be resourceful and resilient, taking on the challenges in order to achieve your goals, but not getting disheartened when things do not go the way you want them to go. In short, you will have to behave like an American. There is no question about it that there will be difficulties along the way. We are in a time when people may challenge your citizenship, question your right to be in this country because of who you are and where you came from. But do not let that deter you. America is a nation of immigrants, and you are the latest in a long line of people who have come here with hope, with courage, and with vision to change their lives and the life of this country for the better. It is fair to say that America's success would not be possible without the generations of immigrants who have come here from every corner of the world. Immigrants like you start businesses, create jobs, and develop cutting-edge technologies. And quite apart from the positive impact immigrants have on our economy, the traditions and customs that you bring and so generously share not only add to but enhance this great country of ours. I thank you in advance for what you will bring and what you will give to us all as your life's journey continue as a United States citizen. From one American to another, welcome to the United States. I now call on Tana Rivera, Immigration Services Officer, U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services, to make the motions. You may.
Candidates, I will now call the name of your country of nationality. When I call your country, I ask that you stand and remain standing until all countries have been called. Albania, Bangladesh, Dominican Republic, El Salvador, India, Jamaica, Liberia, Morocco, and Pakistan. On behalf of the United States Citizenship and Immigration Services, I have the great pleasure to present to the court 13 applicants representing 9 countries for naturalization. These applicants have been found fully qualified for citizenships in all respects. Each has been found to be a person of good moral character, attached to the principles of the Constitution, and well disposed to the good order and happiness of the United States. Therefore, I respectfully ask that the oath of allegiance be administered.
I call on Michael D. Finney, Court Services Manager, United States District Court for the Eastern District of Pennsylvania, to administer the oath.
With Your Honor's permission, may I address the Assembly?
You may.
Those petitioning for citizenship, please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I hereby declare on oath that I absolutely and entirely renounce and abjure all allegiance and fidelity to any foreign prince, potentate, state, or sovereignty, of whom or which I have heretofore been a subject or citizen, that I will support and defend the Constitution and laws of the United States of America against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, that I will bear arms on behalf of the United States when required by law, that I will perform non-combative service in the armed forces of the United States when required by law, that I will perform work of national importance under civilian direction when required by law, and that I take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion. So help me God. Please be seated.
We are very fortunate today to have as our distinguished guest speaker, Osagie Imasogi. Osagie, I told him before we came out here that if I were to tell you what his resume looked like, we'd pretty much be here for an hour. He is an amazing human being. He is an immigrant and naturalized from Nigeria and a naturalized citizen. And he was also one of the founding members of the Constitution Center. Mr. Isogi.
Thank you very much, Judge Biddlestone, for, as usual, you are way too kind with your words. Thank you very much for inviting me. Today is a day of celebration, gratitude, and renewal. To all of you who have become citizens of the United States today, congratulations again. You come from different nations, cultures, languages, and life experiences. Yet today, you choose to become an American. And by so doing, you are united by a shared commitment, a commitment to the ideals and responsibilities of what it means to be an American citizen. The story of America has always been, in a large part, a story of immigrants, as the judge mentioned earlier on. Generation after generation, people from around the world have come to this country seeking freedom, opportunity, security, dignity, and the chance to build a better future for themselves and their families. This too was my story 30 years ago when I became an American citizen. In return, immigrants have helped build this nation. We built businesses and universities. We served in the military. We advanced medicine, science, technology, education, and the arts. We strengthened communities and enriched the culture and spirit of this country. In fact, roughly 1 out of 4 entrepreneurs in the United States are foreign-born. They have founded small and large companies such as Apple, Amazon, Google, Tesla, Intel, eBay, NVIDIA, and Weiser. More than 1/3 of US Nobel laureates have been immigrants. In fact, all 6 American winners of the Nobel Prize in Economics and Scientific Fields in 2016, all 6 were immigrants. It is worth noting that a 2025 analysis by the American Immigration Council found that 231 Fortune 500 companies, roughly half of the Fortune 500 companies, were founded by immigrants or their children, and that they generate approximately 8.6 trillion, T for Tom, 8.6 trillion in annual revenue in fiscal year 2024. If you aggregate the market value of all public companies founded by first and second generation immigrants today, the total would be well over $15 trillion. This is the American story. This is the essence of what America is. Today, you join that continuing story. Citizenship is more than a legal status. It is a bond to the Constitution, to the democratic values, and to one another. It carries both rights, but also carries responsibilities. The right to vote, the right to vote, the right to speak freely, the right to participate fully in civic life, and the responsibility to uphold the rule of law, respect the freedoms of others, and contribute to the common good. The strength of America does not come from uniformity. It comes from the ability of people from many backgrounds to unite around shared principles, principles of liberty, of equality, of justice, and of opportunity. Your journey to this moment may have required sacrifice, perseverance, and courage. Many of you left behind familiar places, faced uncertainty, overcame obstacles, and worked tirelessly to create a new life here. Today, your efforts are recognized and honored. As you have become an American, please remember that you are not leaving your heritage behind. America's strength has always come from the many cultures and traditions that its citizens bring with them, while embracing a shared civic identity. May you continue to contribute your talents, your values, your energy, and your hopes to this nation as you bring your own unique thread and weave it into the beautiful tapestry that is America. Congratulations once more on this extraordinary achievement. Welcome, and may God bless you, your family, and the United States of America. Thank you.
I now call on Christine Callelang, who is the Chancellor-elect of the Philadelphia Bar Association. She will be the 100th Chancellor of the Philadelphia Bar Association, and she is also the first Asian Chancellor of the Philadelphia Bar Association.
Thank you very much to Chief Judge Beadlestone for the kind words, and the officers of the U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services for allowing me to have the honor to join you on this wonderful occasion. And of course, first, congratulations to my fellow Americans. So I'm so thankful for the opportunity to welcome you as new citizens on behalf of the Philadelphia Bar Association. We are the oldest association of attorneys in America. Our association was founded in 1802, and this year is our 224th anniversary. Our association helps shape and form the rule of law, helps protect the rule of law. We are committed to the pursuit of justice, ensuring equal access to justice for everyone, and protecting judicial independence. And as Chief Judge Beadlestone had noted, I'm happy to stand before you as Chancellor-elect of the Philadelphia Bar Association and as a proud first-generation American. So as we reflect on these changing times, I would like us to consider the theme of Law Day this year. It was rule of law and the American dream. What does that mean to you? When you think of the rule of law, we often think of the fundamental law to our nation, which is the Constitution, and the related laws which protect our collective freedoms and rights. When you combine that with the American dream, what does that mean to you? It could have very different meanings to you, to me, to our families. In 1963, Martin Luther King Jr. gave us an inspiration by likening the signing of the Constitution and the Declaration of Independence to the signing of a promissory note. Dr. King said, "This note was a promise that all men would be guaranteed inalienable rights of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. These are now your rights and a promise made to you as citizens of the U.S." As we reflect on this promise and the American dream, I think of my parents who came here from the Philippines with all of their hopes and dreams, and they were naturalized when they were in their 20s in Pennsylvania. They said they were so excited to come to the U.S. and honored to become citizens. They said being naturalized was one of the proudest moments of their lives. From their stories, I saw the courage it took for them to leave all they knew and their families to take a chance and start off a new life in America. I applaud all of you for having that same strength and bravery. Congratulations for making it all this way and for your amazing accomplishments. In the many years since their naturalization, my parents have enjoyed all the wonderful rights of being American, including voting in all the local and national elections. They said they pursued their American dream as my father worked as an engineer and my mother worked and then stayed home to take care of my brother and I. My parents also became small business owners, and they were able to buy a home, cars, and a family dog. As the years went on, my parents ended up living in the U.S. longer than they lived in the Philippines. So when they went to the Philippines to visit, when they said they're coming home, they were coming home to the U.S. I'm so glad to have the opportunities that my parents provided me by coming to the U.S. I was born in South Jersey, and I attended college at the College of New Jersey, and I went to Villanova for law school. It was amazing as a first-generation American to learn about the law and all the rights we have as citizens and all the opportunities. After law school, I worked in Philadelphia in law firms, and in 2012, I was able to fulfill my part of the American dream, and I opened my own law practice in Philadelphia and became a small business owner like my parents. I have continued to practice law and have had the honor of helping many clients through the years in their domestic relations matters, and being a minority business owner and leader in the legal community was something that was really important to me. So it's an honor to protect the rights of my clients, ensure that my clients from every background know that they belong here and they bring incredible value to our communities. Thinking back through law school and onward, the opportunities we have here in America made all of this possible. I was able to receive an amazing education and then work in Philadelphia, the birthplace of our democracy. I was able to take the leap of opening and running my own business. I wish the same for everyone here, that you find what you love and take a chance in the opportunities this wonderful country has to offer. Take a chance and go for what you want, because it's only a few steps away for you, and if you're willing to work hard and dream big, it's yours. Believe in yourself and take pride in everything you already have accomplished and how far you've come. Remember to take care of each other and treat everyone with respect. Be sure to mentor the younger generations so they have the benefit of what you've learned. Remember to take care of yourselves and reach out when you need it. Philadelphia has wonderful resources to help support you, and if you look at your pamphlets on the back, the Philadelphia Bar Association, so many wonderful organizations are here to help you. You are now citizens of our amazing country, and you're welcome and supported here as family. Continue on your path to success and go live your American dreams. I look forward to seeing all the incredible things you continue to accomplish. Thank you so much.
I now call on Vince Stango, who is interim president and CEO of this beautiful building and impactful organization, the National Constitution Center.
Good morning, everyone. Chief Judge Beadlestone, thank you for that generous introduction and for your extraordinary service to the Constitution and to the rule of law. My name is Vince Stango, as was said, interim president and CEO here, and it is truly one of the great honors of my work to join you here today for this naturalization ceremony. Today is about citizenship, but it's also about family, memory, courage, and hope. It's about people choosing to become a part of a constitutional democracy grounded in the enduring ideals of liberty, equality, opportunity, and self-government. And it's about the continuing American experiment itself. As we mark the 250th anniversary of the nation, ceremonies like this carry special meaning for me personally. My own family immigrated to the United States from Italy generations ago. They settled outside of Scranton, Pennsylvania, and built a life through hard work, sacrifice, faith, and community. Like so many immigrant families, they came here searching for opportunity and the chance to build a better future for their children and for their grandchildren. I often think about what they would say if they could see this moment today. I don't believe they could have imagined that one day their great-grandson would have the privilege of leading the National Constitution Center here in the heart of historic Philadelphia and helping welcome new citizens into the American story through ceremonies like this one. And that is one of the remarkable things about this country. Every generation contributes something new. Every generation renews the promise of America. And today, each of you becomes part of that ongoing work. This ceremony is not only a legal milestone, it is also a civic invitation and a civic welcome, an invitation to participate in the life of this country and to help shape what comes next. Here at the National Constitution Center, our mission is to increase awareness and understanding of the United States Constitution among the American people on a nonpartisan basis. As America's constitutional home, located just steps from Independence Hall, where the Declaration of Independence and Constitution were drafted and signed, we welcome people from across the country and around the world to engage with the ideas, freedoms, responsibilities, and democratic principles that continue to shape our national life. Especially in this semi-quincentennial moment, we believe civic learning is not simply about looking back at the founding era with admiration, but about preparing citizens to carry forward the work of self-government for generations to come. Because citizenship is not only a legal status, it is a shared responsibility. It calls on all of us to participate in civic life, contribute to our communities, engage across differences, and help shape the future of this constitutional democracy together. At the National Constitution Center, we often speak about connecting the nation's founding principles to the generations who carry them forward. America's story did not end in 1776 or 1787 or any single chapter in our history. It continues through the lives, contributions, and civic participation of people like you. So today, you are adding your own experiences, traditions, talents, and dreams to the story of the United States. In doing so, you're helping shape the next chapter of this nation's history. That is something worth celebrating. On behalf of everyone at the National Constitution Center, congratulations on this extraordinary achievement. We are honored to share this moment with you, and we welcome you as fellow citizens of the United States of America. It is now my pleasure to invite Jack Miller Center Chairman Michael Weiser to share his reflections.
Thank you, Vince, and to Chief Judge Beadlestone.
Thanks for the promotion.
Well, we think highly of you for bringing the court here on this special occasion. And special thanks also go to Janice Bruner and her colleagues at Travelers, whose support and civic spirit helped make this event possible. Good morning, all. Good morning, all. There are 13 of you and 13 stripes on this flag representing the 13 original colonies that were among the signers of the Declaration of Independence 250 years ago. 13 of you and 13 stripes, that can't be a coincidence, right? All of this is a lot, but we are very proud of you. Very proud of you, and very proud of you in this moment. You represent hope, you represent renewal, you represent energy. I'm going to ask you just to stand for a moment, would you, citizens, new citizens, please? I want you to look around, okay? Look around. Capture this moment forever. You are now Americans. Welcome, welcome, my friends. We are so happy to have you with us. I have always found this moment of transformation to be emotional. It is as though I am once again in the delivery room watching the birth of one of my 3 children. I just watched Americans being brought into the world. Wow. Judge Beadlestone had the high honor of delivering you as new citizens, and I have the honor of sharing a few thoughts with you about what it means to be an American. A few minutes ago, you entered this room as Dominicana, Indians, or Pakistanis, and you will walk out these doors as Americans. You will be seeing and be seen in the new light of your American citizenship, with the rights, responsibilities, and benefits that come with it. In that regard, I also went through a transformation. I just became your fellow American. We will rightfully expect things of one another: respect for each other's life stories, respect for the laws of our country and community, and respect for the contribution each of us can and must make to the health and well-being of our shared land. In the 1830s, French sociologist Alexis de Tocqueville, didn't realize there was going to be an American history thing here, toured the United States to report how this new country of ours worked. He watched with admiration as farm communities came together to raise new barns for neighbors who'd lost theirs to flood or fire. He recorded that the genius of America was Americans who waited not for a government or a potentate, there's that word again, to do something for them, but rather who knew it was up to them to do it for themselves and for one another. A century later, it was a US president, John F. Kennedy, who implored us to ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country. Kennedy's words and Tocqueville's observations about America are especially relevant to these times and to you as new American citizens. We hurt and we struggle in our country and in our communities in ways that are in plain sight. We need your energy. We need your commitment. We need to be reminded of the power of the dream that brought you to this room this morning through years of trial and travail. Make what you have become today count. Leave your mark as Americans. Give us your energy and wisdom. We are in great need of both. Get involved in something that expresses your passions. Pick up a shovel or a hammer. Volunteer at a senior center. Help to feed the homeless. Get involved on a committee at a museum. Become a big brother or big sister to a child in need of mentoring. Become an election judge and make certain that all of our votes are counted once. I ask you to take away one more thought with you today. Service is not only a responsibility of each citizen, it is an opportunity for each citizen. Service is often how we come to know others, to make personal connection that may lead to the next job or the next customer or the next love interest. I think it is significant that the records of naturalization are kept, as yours will be, by the National Archives, which you may know is where the Declaration of Independence and Constitution of the United States are also housed. And that's not because the National Archives has the space to keep the records. It's because the record of naturalized citizens is kept with the Declaration and the Constitution because they are important. As a nation, we value those who choose to become Americans because we value your choice and want it kept for all time in a secure way. As a Miamian, I see every day how important immigration and new Americans are to the life of our city and to the life of our country. As we all know, life is not so simple or straightforward that the glow you feel this moment will not wear off in a few days or a few weeks. Underneath that glow, however, is the belief you are someone special as an American citizen, with a land of opportunity to be explored further. Don't let anyone take that belief from you. You are special. You can make a difference. Judge Beadlestone, what a beautiful sight this is. Thank you again for allowing me to share in this transformational moment. And to our fellow Americans, welcome.
Now, one of my favorite parts of this ceremony, we're going to have remarks to the court on behalf of the new citizens. They are being provided by Aditya Amul Munshi, formerly of India. Come up to the podium. Can you come up this way?
Yeah.
Okay. I think the marshals are going to be upset that you're walking behind me, but okay. So Mr. Munshi has told me a little bit about why he's here, and he came to train as a physician, and he is now an interventional cardiologist, just got his first job.
Right, thank you, Judge Beadlestone, and good morning, everyone. It is truly an honor to speak here today on this once-in-a-lifetime occasion for myself and so many others here. 12 years ago, I came to Philadelphia, straight out of medical school, to begin my residency training. Becoming a US citizen seemed like a distant dream then, and for a long time after. Now it is real. In the beginning, there were a lot of challenges, getting used to a new system, a new culture, and all the basics, such as getting a driving license or my first car. As the weeks and months went on, I met some wonderful people at my workplace and outside of it. They became my friends, my support system, and slowly they gave me a sense of belonging in a new place. They had either faced the same challenges or they were in the same situation as I was, and we all figured it out together. As an immigrant and an outsider to the system, every step of my journey came with challenges, but it was never impossible. There was always a chance for me to succeed. It has now been 12 years since I first came to Philadelphia, and it truly feels like my home. I finished my medical training last year and started working also in Philly. In the years I've spent here, I've come to understand what the United States truly stands for, how people from vastly different cultures come together as one community, and how being American is not about where you were born, but the values you bring here and choose to uphold. I'm deeply grateful for all those who have helped me along the way, my parents who are here with me and have always supported me, my friends and mentors who played such an important role in everything I've achieved since arriving here, and the institutions that welcome immigrants such as myself and provide an opportunity for us to learn, grow, and succeed. Today, as I take this final step in my immigration journey, I do so with a sense of joy and responsibility. It is our responsibility as new citizens to pay it forward, help others, and to participate and do our part in making this country better. I look forward to continuing to care for and serve the people of this city that has given me so much, including my education, my training, and a place to call home. Thank you again for this opportunity to speak in front of everybody today, and congratulations to all my fellow new citizens.
Thank you. And we close today's ceremony with the Shipley Singers.